Howdy, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical
And
therapist.
together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course.
So
Bob.
this kind of continues our discussion, Brad. And
Yes.
there's certain activities, especially as we're trying to battle your back pain, you're going to want to stop performing these activities for a while. I mean, until we see how you do. And maybe they need to be modified, but either way, you got to stop them if we're going to have any chance at all of stopping your back pain.
Right, exactly right. It's like continuing to irritate a wound or a scab. If you keep picking the scab off, it's not the cut's never going to heal. So you got to give it some time or change something.
Now,
You'll see what we mean.
Now, we're going to go through a list here, and we understand that some of these activities are important to you, or you're like, who's going to do it if I
Right.
don't do it? But, you know, as our answer to that, let's talk about the first one, Brad. Using the riding lawnmower. Who's going to cut the lawn?
Right. So if sitting bothers your back, which oftentimes is common, and then you go on a riding lawnmower, which I have this experience myself, and you're bouncing,
And
which
you're bouncing.
it really irritates the back even more. So you either have the kids, the neighbor, your wife, your
Right.
husband, have someone else do it, or like in my case, I found that because my riding lawnmower has a backrest, if I put a nice cushion back there, and actually I got a seat that has springs in it, so those two modifications made a big
Made a
difference.
big difference.
Yep. But a cushion is something you can do. Getting a new seat, that's always not an easy option.
What I always would say to patients, Brad, if the same person that you would have do it if you had surgery on your back,
There you go.
you know,
yeah.
you're going to be forced to at some point. So, number two, shoveling snow, especially if you do it wrong. We don't want you bending and twisting at the same time. It's like you shovel the snow and you twist.
Whoa!
We try to have you shovel it and throw it forward. And plus, back, you know, Brad's back is nice and straight. He's not
Yeah.
rounded out.
We don't want to do this. And again, tighten up the core, keep it straight, and think about this. I know Bob he's realized that if you do that,
Right,
oof,
and tighten up your abdomen.
it's like putting on a back belt. Oops, I'm getting too close
Yep.
to the camera. Sorry, Mike.
All right, next one you're going to talk about, Brad, because I don't know anything about this.
Oh, canoeing or
Canoeing.
kayaking,
Yeah.
low seats, particularly kayaks, you're in a long seated position.
Right.
It really rounds your back out. And particularly if you don't have a backrest on your kayaks, and the cheaper ones usually never do. Canoeing as well. Boy, you're sitting low, and if you're a taller person, your knees are up high, rounds your back out. Those two things, you need to take a break on
Yep.
those. It's hard to even modify those.
Yep. Horseback riding. I'm not a horse. I don't ride a horse. But same thing, Brad. You're kind of the shock absorbers.
yeah.
You're bouncing and your back could be rounded, even though you're supposed to have.
Well,
good
I
posture.
think on the saddle,
you can actually keep a good posture.
yeah, because your legs are down and you can, but I don't know. I'm not a horseback rider either, so I'm not. Definitely the shock is going to put stress on that low back.
The guide about lifting weights. Whether or not you should stop lifting weights. I would say if it hurts, stop it. Like you could probably do bench press. Yet.
Sure. Yeah.
You know.
Yep. Bench press.
Maybe curls.
It depends on the equipment that you're working with.
Right.
But if it's bothering your back while you're doing it or after you get done and it's like, oh, it's sore from lifting weights, you need to take a break on it or really decrease the weight amount.
Brad, why don't you talk about this next one too? Because you get some pain sometimes.
Oh,
doing this.
cycling.
Right.
Right. Depending on the kind of bicycle you have, some bikes, like a road bike, kind of force you to lean forward, and it's hard to keep a straight back while doing that. I know I do. So try and keep your back straight and up tall while you're biking. And even then, if it's bothering
still
your back,
hard, yeah.
you either got to stop doing it or only go a short distance. Listen to your body.
You should see my bike, Brad. I look like Pee Wee Herman. I'm so high up there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
plus, I'm tall. So
I bet you everyone talks when they go. When
they
you go by
do.
that. Bob's
They
out
do.
riding.
Yeah.
It's like Mary
They
Poppins.
all laugh. Oh, so.
You wave, I hope.
Yeah, I do. Downhill skiing, Brad. You again quite often in a flex position, quite often bouncing.
Do you downhill ski?
No, I don't.
No, you're really not in a flex position. Well, you might be, but if you, those are athletic
I
people.
watch it.
It's but you got to close on. But I definitely the bounce. You're going to do moguls. Man, especially falling. I fell once. Holy cow! Right in the mogul field. It was not fun.
Ah,
But yeah,
down
it is.
goes Brad.
It's snowboarding too. I think their posture isn't too bad, but they're still. Yeah, all these things are just tough. Snowmobiling, that's a big killer.
That's a tough one.
That-
No, it really is. You're bouncing along, and
Yeah.
I know they have better shocks now, but
Oh, much better, but still, yeah.
still, you're bouncing.
Yeah. Man,
Um,
flexed.
I know. Again, these are going to be hard to give up for a while, but we're just asking for a while. Let's get things
Right.
calm down. Hiking in hilly country,
Mm.
you're going to be better off on flat surfaces to
Right.
start off with.
It's a little more boring, but it's going to be much better for your back.
Prolonged sitting in a car or on a motorcycle or on a plane. If you're on a plane, at least you can get up every so often
Right.
and go to the bathroom and straighten out.
And definitely lumbar supports on any of these. On a motorcycle, you can get them
Yep.
with lumbar supports, but it's only on certain bikes can you do that. But,
Sure.
Yeah, be careful.
Same with sitting at the computer. You want to have a lumbar support for most of you.
Right.
Yeah.
Or a desk that raises up so you can stand.
Now, next one, we don't want to upset the yoga people, but there are a lot of stretches that can make your back worse. And, doctors will recommend, well, you got back pain, why don't you try some yoga? And they don't realize there's a lot of stretches that you shouldn't do if you're a flexor or extender.
Yeah, so it's going to vary. And we did do a video or two on specific exercises that you maybe should avoid doing
Right.
while if you're
If
doing
you like yoga.
Yeah.
Right. Next one, tennis or pickleball. You want to see if it hurts.
Yeah.
If it doesn't hurt, go ahead and do it.
I don't know about the pickleball thing because I've never played it, but it sounds like fun.
Yeah, it does sound like fun.
Is it kind of like tennis, where you
Yeah.
back and forth?
It's kind of like ping pong and tennis.
Okay.
So, number 15, running only if it increases your pain. My back actually feels better when I run.
Sure.
But some of you, Brad, you had it for a while where it hurt,
Yeah.
but now it no longer does.
Right. And I think again, you get your walking distances up,
Right.
and then maybe you can start doing a walk run. And I think one of those deals where if you're a 4-foot runner, you're going to have better success with running, and that's a whole nother subject.
Right.
Because you just don't turn into a 4-foot runner overnight. It takes
Yeah,
training.
it takes practice.
Mm-hmm.
So those are some of the things. Really, anything that increases your pain, we got to have you stop right now.
Right. Right.
So check out the rest of our videos.
All right. Good luck. We're going to get you through the back pain.